it's Joey here, developer behind Glider Island, found on Steam. And today I want to show you a sneak peek into the new wind system that I've been working on. And before I do that, I kind of want to give you an update of where this game is headed, because the game is changing quite a bit. In fact, when this update comes out, it'll be kind of a whole new game altogether. So mark your calendars for December 24th. That's when I expected to have it out. And in the game, expect it to be much more simulator-like. I've done a lot of work on redoing the flight physics, which I talked about in the last developer diary. And it's using the new NVIDIA physics and everything. And expect new wind physics, which I've been working on here and I'm about to show you. Also expect, instead of the 2 islands I have in the game right now, I am just gonna have one large open world terrain, and there's gonna be lots of mountains, a volcano, towns, fields, rolling hills, highways, and cities. So you'll be able to traverse this open world terrain using the hand glider. And with that, expect new scenery, more detailed trees, grass, rocks, flowers, bushes, houses, buildings, etc. I'll really be digging into the scenery here this next week or two, so expect another developer diary, and I'll show you what I've been working on for that. I also want to expand the audience so we can get more people playing the game. Right now it only works with the Oculus and the Vive, but I'm working on getting the game working with a mouse and keyboard and just an Xbox controller, so many more people will be able to try it out. Anyone with a computer, really. Alright, and then expect new gameplay. I'm thinking it will involve like flying through a hoop track and then trying to reach a landing location in the fastest time possible. And using the wind currents will be crucial, just like as in real life, as a real hand glider pilot would tell you. Alright, so let me show you what I've been working on for the new wind system. So I'm going to jump into Unity here. Alright, so let's see. I'm going to just kind of... so here, I have a bunch of mountains, right? It's kind of a prototype scene. Again, this is prototype scene, so it'll be much more scenic when I get all the new scenery in. So here we have our glider, and if I hit play, I could take off and stuff, but there's really no wind to interact with. And if you ever talk to a real glider pilot, they would tell you it's all about trying to find those wind currents and stay in the air. So I'm going to show you what a wind current looks like in the game right now. So I created what I like to call a wind bubble, and the way these wind bubbles work is they spawn and then they move in a certain direction, and depending on the terrain they'll kind of traverse the terrain. And so what I'm kind of expecting to simulate with that is kind of the ridge lift. So if you talk to any glider pilot, they'll talk about ridge lift and catching the wind as it hits the side of a mountain, and it heads upwards. So this is the same kind of thing. You'll be able to catch these wind bubbles riding up the mountain. So I'm going to go ahead and activate this now. Alright, so you can kind of see this wind bubble is headed towards me, and then if you notice, when it does actually hit me, it has an effect on the glider. So the wind gets transposed onto the glider, and it's almost causing me to take off here. And if I do, yeah, see, I'm in the air right now just because that one wind bubble was pushing me up. Alright, now I created a script here that will activate a bunch of wind bubbles. So I'll show you what that looks like here. So look, here we have all these wind bubbles populating, and they're kind of moving my direction. So I'll show you what it's like to catch some of these wind bubbles and what the gameplay will work like. So let's say I have to try to get to the top of the mountain using these wind bubbles. So this is kind of how it'll work. So I'm gonna hop back into my glider here and then take off. Oh boy. It's kind of a bad takeoff, but whatever. Alright, so alright, so now I gotta try to find one of these wind bubbles and then ride it up the mountain. So I think I'm gonna catch this one here coming up. I'm just gonna kind of go over here and then go for it. So when you hit a bubble, it causes you to get more lift, you know. Kind of depends the direction you are headed. So right now I'm headed into the wind, so I will be getting more lift. If I turn around, I'll kind of get less lift, but I'll gain more speed because I'm going with the wind. And, let's see. So you look kind of here. It's not crashing here. Here you can kind of see all the wind variables. So yeah, you can kind of use these wind bubbles or ridge lift or whatever you like to call it. I mean, I'm gonna make it so you can turn them off or you can turn them on depending on what you prefer, but it's kind of fun to fly with them on because you can really see. Okay, so I kind of missed that one. You can really see what you're doing. So yeah, let's see if I can gain any altitude here. I want to kind of just circle around in this wind bubble. Try to gain some altitude. And I think I'm going to add one of those sensors, you know, that detects lift. So it'll be like, just kind of giving you feedback on how much lift you're getting. It doesn't seem like I'm getting much lift right now. Yeah. Let me know what you think. Again, if you have any feedback or any comments about what you see here, feel free to leave comments on the video, or like if you hop over to the if you hop over to the Steam page, you can leave your feedback. Let's see, if you go to the community hub and then discussions, here's a good place to leave feedback. And again, thanks for the people who've already left feedback. But yeah, let me know what you think and stay tuned. Remember, the update comes out around December 24th, and we will talk to you again soon.